Hey, um, I almost didn't make this video. Um, in fact, I've just been sitting in front of the camera for like 20 minutes, just like, why am I doing this? Because it's a really kind of hard thing for me to admit. But so I've run a business myself. I guess you could call it that. I've failed a ton. Um, I have businesses that I've ran that didn't make any money at all, and I'm sure you hear that a lot from people, um, but I've always felt like the more money that I made, the more value that I had as a person, and that's been like a feeling I've had. I'm 36, and I have felt like that probably my entire life, and I don't know if that came from just I don't know where that came from. Like, I guess if you're like a psychiatrist or something, maybe you could kind of psychoanalyze me. But I've always felt like the more money that I made as a person, the more value that I had. So my worth was always attached to how much money I made. And this is like I this has been one of my biggest mental roadblocks as a person for many years. Not just as a business owner. There's something about an entrepreneur and being an entrepreneur where you feel like now that your income limit is or income potential is limitless, that if you're not making limitless amounts of money, then you are all of a sudden much less valuable than other people. There have been many days where I've thought, man, if I could just go get a job somewhere, I would not have to worry about this. If somebody were just to pay me X amount of dollars per month, I would do a job and I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't have to, I could come home, I could not think, I don't have to think about work. I could just leave work at work and then come home and I've tried that. I've gotten fired from most of my jobs because I'm just, I don't know if you can relate with that or not, but I have some really crazy stories for getting fired, almost arrested, and kicked out of school for doing just for trying to make boring jobs fun. But anyways, I really have been thinking a lot lately, and what I've realized is that and this is what I have to tell myself, and this makes me feel a lot better. And I don't know if this is going to be helpful for you or not. But if I'm able to make enough money to support my family and live comfortably, and help people, then that's enough for me. Do I want to make $1 million, $10 million? Yeah, I would love that, but I've come to realize that at a certain point, the money really doesn't matter anymore. And what matters is that you are present and there for your family. And I know so many people who are really wealthy who have left their family by the wayside. And I know people that are really wealthy that like spend a bunch of time with their family, But there's sacrifices that you have to make in order to be very wealthy. And I've learned that although I'm willing to make some sacrifices, there's some things I'm not willing to sacrifice, and that's okay. I'm not willing to sacrifice time with my family right now in order to build an enormously huge business that makes me millions of dollars. Because at some point, when I have all that money, the things that really are valuable, I've neglected for such a long time. And this is just me talking, right? If you were to ask me, Aaron, would you rather have $10 million or make $100,000 a year and live the life that you want and live comfortably? I would pick the second one every single time. I always thought that the more money that I had, the more value that I had as a person, the more successful I was. I've learned that successful does not always equate with money. Sometimes it does, and a lot of times it does. But there are some really successful, incredible men and women out there who are doing amazing things, who never get paid $1, and who who leave this earth with like a legacy and have changed people's lives, and by all world standards would be considered poor. And so, anyways, these are just kind of my ramblings on that. But if you've ever felt like you are not valuable because you are not bringing in the income that you want or making the money that you want, remember that at some point in your life, which is going to come very soon, money is not going to matter. And I realized that recently, that what really matters is that you're living the best that you can, best life that you can, doing the best that you can in life and helping others and making a difference. And those are the things that matter. And I wish there was some way for me to like implant that in your brain so you could actually like feel what I feel. But if you're at a point in your business where you're like, yeah, I'm successful, but I wish I could be more successful. I don't know. I think maybe we should appreciate the time that we have now, just being who we are, and not always feel like we have to. The grass is always greener. So, anyways, I hope that was helpful for you, and thanks for hanging out with me this morning. We'll see ya.